Hello, everyone. We're back. We're back. We're Sasha and the cat.
And today we're doing goal charts for 2021 planning.
If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. If you've been back before, welcome back. We're doing goal charts today, so if you came prepared, yay for you. If you are not prepared, that's okay. You can make your list while you're talking to us. Sitting here with us, you can ask us things. You can be like, is this a dumb goal? Is this a great goal? I've had this goal for 7 years. Why haven't I reached it? And not that we'll have the answers, but we'll try to help you out. But I have my materials here.
Yeah, I wanted you to kind of lead with So Kat does these every year. She's definitely more skilled at them than I am. I've done them a couple times, but not consistently because that's me. But I kind of wanted you to give suggestions on like how you go about laying out your goal chart, because I feel like you've done like a whole poster.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've also done a simple list. I've done it all.
Yes. Yeah, so just go through the styles, because I'm not sure which style I'm going to pick yet.
Yes.
But I do have a ton of materials, so I'm going to grab that.
I took some screenshots of some of the ideas that I liked. And,
good.
I'm not sure how I'll be able to share it.
I think you can share your screen.
Oh yeah, I can look them up here. But I wanted to give a simple link for anyone who doesn't have the time to make a goal chart. There's also a simple way to do that. If you guys will give me 1 second here while I gather my materials. So in the past, I've done anything as crazy, or I want to say involved, as like a whole vision board with, you get the magazines and you cut out the pictures of what you like, and then you have your list ready of like, this is what I want to put on it. And then I've also done like super plain and simple, just a list on my notes page, like, because I didn't have time. So, but either way, I really value goal charts and vision boards, or as simple or as complex as they are, because when you see the goals over and over and over throughout the year, even if it's just like in the corner of your nightstand, or if it's like this is your main thing in your office, whatever it is, it's just a reminder. And just seeing it, even if you accomplished 30% of it, you would have accomplished.
It's like law of attraction. It puts it in the universe.
Thank you. Law of attraction. Which is funny because I started back in the day. Remember, I don't know if anyone remembers that book, which was also a movie, The Secret.
Yes.
What a throwback. But that kind of, well, my friend at the time started doing vision boards because of that, and then I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. But then, what really got me to keep going was I put like, get a bike or something. And in high school, I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job. I was like, why would my mom just like buy me a bike? Like, that's so random. And also, I used to have a bike, but it kept getting stolen because I never like locked it. And so my mom was just like, no more bikes. So
and you lived in Miami.
And I lived in Miami.
That's part of it.
Right. So there's where am I biking to? So my mom was like, no more bikes. So I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get a bike? Put it on the thing, right? And then all of a sudden, I got a summer job that I had to bike to. Oh, sorry. So I put on my vision board, right? So then all of a sudden, I got a summer job that I had to bike to. And my mom was like, oh, I guess you're going to need a bike to get to your job because your grandma's not going to walk you to your job. That's weird, right? And we're in Miami. Okay, we're not walking to our jobs on our own here. At 16. And it's hot, and I'm a girl that's like very small. And so my mom had to end up getting me a bike reluctantly, but I was like part of me when I like applied for the job, I knew it was like within walking distance, but obviously my mom thought it would be safer to bike, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got a bike. how did this happen? I was like, my vision board helped.
Yeah, well, maybe she also saw it and subconsciously she just like told herself like Kat needs a bike. Like she didn't even know she knew, but she knew.
Well, maybe I also like kept talking about it, you know, because I was like, oh, I want a bike, oh, I want a bike, but she had like no reason to get it. So,
right.
Anyway, that was kind of part of what kept me going, as well as some other things like, you know, like the person you said where I didn't see the result right away, but like 2 years later, I look back at an old goal chart and I was like, oh my gosh, I did like 80% of these now. Maybe not in that year, but by a couple years later.
No, it makes a difference. I think the year I lived in Boston, or one of the years, I did a goal chart, but I like modeled it after like a dream catcher. So I had like the main section. It was all made out of paper, but it was like the main section was just like the year. And I think from there I got string and different colored like rectangular cards. And on each of the rectangular cards, I put like my main goals. And there were like 5 of them. Just like main things that I wanted to accomplish in the year. And then I tied each card to the main square.
I feel like
I don't know what possessed me to go through all of that work. I must have not been working as much as I do now.
I know, like, how did we have the time?
I know.
I've also, like, so the thing that I have with goal charts / vision boards is just to make it a smart goal, like, as specific and attainable as possible. So, don't just be like, exercise. Like, if you know what you like to do, like go to the gym, or for me it would be like dance classes, write that, and then write like how many times a week, you know? Yeah. I read a quote. Sorry, go.
Could like a main goal be, sometimes the way I break it up is into like broad general categories. So it might just be like exercise more or exercise X amount of times per week. But then from there, I have like steps to like reach that goal. So I might say like schedule a hip hop class, or, you know, add it to my calendar, or find YouTube videos that will help me exercise at home. So it's like,
I like that too. Like you write down the first step as part of the goal. I like that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Because in the past, I've had times where I've just written a goal, but like I didn't go through like the steps involved, or like I didn't like spend much time thinking about it. And I feel like I never got to it because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're like, oh, okay, exercise more. Or like, let's say exercise 2 times a week. Well, what's the first step to that? You know, and then you're like, oh, that's too much work. And then you just never do it. Even though it's not that bad. I've also organized it by month. Like I've done like January, February, March on the board. And then just kind of like 2 main goals for each month. Just maybe not to overwhelm myself, because it's like...
Yeah.
That one was all right. It wasn't my favorite board, but it did help me organize it in my mind a little bit better.
Do you put deadlines?
I don't. I guess the year, but I guess you should. I guess it depends on what it is. Well, for example, my hip hop goal for this year is at my 1 year mark. I'm taking beginner hip hop classes, team. Don't get excited. At the end of the year, I'd like to just be confident enough to be in one of those 3-person videos, trio videos that they always do at the hip hop class that I just like watch people do. It doesn't have to be the greatest thing, right? I just want to be confident enough to be in one.
Right, yeah.
Because now I'm like, no, don't choose me. No. So hopefully after a year of going to classes, I'll at least be confident enough to be in one. You know, not to be like, I don't even have to be in the front of it. I could be one of the people in the back. But, yeah. So.
I think that's totally doable. So then my other question, too, is, are you doing different sections on the goal chart for, like, the kits and pieces, you personally, I don't know, or even if it's just personal, right? Like a section for finances, a section for health, which could include exercising more or whatever it is. I don't know. Do you like categorize
No.
things like that?
I categorize it when I make the goals, but in the chart, I don't know, I took a few screenshots. I'm just going to go on Pinterest and share my screen. How about that?
That sounds perfect.
Because I found some cool things.
Pinterest is where we draw inspiration from. It's a very useful tool that I didn't even know about until Kat showed me and told me.
It's so funny because I always think a lot of people know about Pinterest. And they don't. Like a lot of women.
Yeah.
I would say go on Pinterest. But I even told Chris, I was like, we were looking for these shoes. And I just went on Pinterest and I was like, these are the shoes I'm talking about. Like there's like men's style.
That's crazy.
Let's do vision board ideas. Okay, I'm gonna share. Is it shared? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's like all these cool things. Like this one. Okay, I don't know what just happened there. I thought it would go bigger, but I guess it's a link. But like this one is just kind of like in little blocks. I was partly thinking of doing it like in little blocks, kind of like this one on the right, just so I can color in the box when I accomplish it.
I think the one on the top row is like one you did 1 year.
This one.
Yeah.
I think that's
the one on
this one.
That one.
Yeah. That's like full vision board.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that. And then I feel like this is a cute thing. I mean, it's not that pretty, but it could be pretty. Then I saw like these printables. I was like, wow, people can like actually just print things. But I feel like these are just inspirational. These are not goals.
Yeah.
You know? Or you can go on Canva. I was going to say go on Canva, and I'm sure if you click, this is going to sound random, but if you click menus, since it's already by items, you could just change it to goals, and that's it. You're done. Print it out.
Yeah, that's true.
I honestly...
I think, what were you going to say?
I just want to say this person right here on the right, I almost wanted to go this modern look with my sheet that I have. Just like lines with pretty letters. Sorry, you were going to say. Oh, this one.
I don't know. I might do a like vision board booklet.
Ooh, a booklet.
Mostly because I only have 8.5 by 11 paper.
Wait, I just realized.
But
this is, okay. Sorry, our freaking overlays are on top of everything.
Oh. But I might just do a page per category. So I might do a page that's for finances, and then a page maybe just for business, like whatever, whether it's Botana Bites or something else. And then maybe another page just for like side projects. And then just like staple it all together, and it's like my 2021 booklet.
You're like, what am I doing? I'm down. Do I also like this? This is like me getting out there, but you pretend each word is like a dictionary word. That's your goal, and then you kind of like put what you want to do, or like how your first step to achieving.
Oh, that is cool.
Like a little dictionary. Sorry. Okay. I might do that one. It's kind of cute. Sorry. Booklet. Sold. Yeah. The Stop Being Lazy challenge. I know. I also like that it's like titled something. I don't know what to title it. Well, like this is. I mean, some people are really into this. That takes a lot of time, even though it looks so simple. So look at this. I saw a quote. It's not one of these three, but that said, wait, I screenshotted it because I was like, this is so true. A goal without a plan is just a wish.
Yes, that is true.
I'm going to stop sharing now. Okay, I'm back.
That's a good point.
Right? Because then I'm like, I know it sounds so lame and simple, but everyone's always like, oh yeah, I have a goal this year to do this. And then they haven't done anything toward it. So I'm like, you just wish you had that.
I know, but that's where, like, I feel like I always hear, too, that it's good to have a timeline or, like, a deadline or, like, a time frame. Because if not, it's, like, doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But it's, like, a whole year that we're planning for. So I don't know if that really applies to this. But maybe just, like, throughout the year, we can just revisit it. And, like, as it develops, we can come up with, like, a more realistic timeline or deadline for those things.
Well, I like your idea of writing the first step, at least, because once you get it going,
yeah,
then it's easier to remember that you're doing it. Like now I just go to hip hop, but I had to be like, okay, today I need to figure out where I'm going, right? That was the first step. But now that I go, I just go, like
yeah, I mean, I think the reason I do it that way is because I operate so much on like checklists. So to me, if like there's already steps written for the main goal, then as throughout the year I'm like working on it, I can also like check it off. Like, okay, I did that step already, so now there's these left. Like it makes it a more active, I guess, vision board or goal chart, because you can always go back to it and see where you're at and like see the progress with each goal.
I do like that. Yeah, it makes it what's the R? Well, the T, that's the T in SMART goals.
Oh, that's right, there's like an acronym. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna put this up here.
Just for our refresher. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time bound.
Oh, that's right, time bound, yeah.
So, definitely should do that. And then just to recap a little bit on the Kits and Pieces. Oh my gosh, I just saw your little rug there and your pillow. Sorry, I haven't seen that.
I love the pillow.
It looks great.
No, the pillow reminded me of you.
Move your head.
Actually, so did the rug because it feels like a cat. It's like a velvet cute pillow from freaking Home Goods or whatever.
I definitely have one of those in yellow.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so soft. It's so amazing. And then this is the rug.
That's a nice rug.
Sorry, guys. I have been building my apartment little by little, but it finally got complete.
It's great.
But yeah, and then that's the living room.
Oh my gosh, let me see that mirror thing. Or whatever that is.
Yeah, it's like it's wood, but there's mirrors in between the different like pieces of wood.
Dude, that's
Look at that.
Nice.
$15.
$15?
No, you don't understand. We felt like we robbed these people. Like, it was not okay.
Maybe they were just like, get it out of my house.
Yeah, they were. I mean, I think the lady's parents were like moving into like a nursing home or something. Like, they seemed very old. And they had the moving truck there already, and like a whole family was over there moving shit out. And I think they just wanted everything out. So literally we got there for the TV, this amazing thing.
The stand? Or the TV itself? Oh, wow, it's huge. Itself. Sorry, I just realized, yeah.
It's 55 inches, and look how thin it is. Like, I didn't even know that existed.
This was in the old lady's house?
Yeah, I think they're just super wealthy. I don't know if they were I couldn't tell whose house it was because there was, like, multiple generations in the family that were there. But that TV and the sound bar, like stereo, surround sound, whatever, came with a subwoofer. That alone is already
over what you paid.
What?
Those two things alone are already over what you paid.
I know. And the TV stand.
Oh, the whole thing too. Oh, just the whole thing.
All
You just took
three
their
of
entire
those
entertainment
things.
center.
This mirror thing above the wall, the couch. We got 2 big mirrors, like nice mirrors.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And this end table, which I won't show because there's like a bunch of crap on it. But we got 2 end tables. And I think that's it.
Is that your front
But
door?
it was just insane. What?
Is that your front door or back door?
So this is my patio door. I hung up that lantern the other day. There's still a couple things I want to put up too, but yeah, it was a really, really lucky encounter.
You know what I was thinking? So I saw someone have one of those like neck scarf things that you're wearing, but they would wear it as a mask, right?
Oh yeah.
I was like, you should just sell those.
I know. I feel like everyone can sell masks now.
I know. But like we said, we gotta go where the need is.
Yes.
So yeah, the Kits and Pieces is revamping a little bit, not completely. But just in the interest of time and money, I'm going to be putting out more props, or I guess more pieces, right? And seeing which ones are received well, and then making kits off of those. So I think that'll be a better plan. It'll also allow me to work more on other projects, whether it's Upwork or getting another job. So just putting that out there because that is going to be on my 2021 goals.
I know. Should we just dive in? I think I'm gonna make like a list first of stuff and then design it.
Let me see that list again. Let me see that.
Oh no, this is a notepad that's already like filled in.
That's a freaking rifle paper notepad.
What?
She's like, I don't know what rifle
paper.
Oh no, it's that. Oh, just kidding.
I don't know where I got it. I probably got it on sale at TJ Maxx or something.
It's like the same pattern.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw my rifle paper unboxing. Now Chris, I guess like I sang the beginning and he heard it so many times because I was like putting the text in for it, and then it was like blasted on the Bluetooth because we had it connected. We were playing music before, and then I started with like Rifle Paper Co. unboxing, and then all morning today he's like making eggs. Rifle Paper Co. unboxing. Dee 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 dee. Horrible.
I know. I actually heard it like twice, and it was pretty catchy.
Dude, I was like, what if he wrote like some jazz tune that like won a Grammy or something, and then he has to talk about his inspiration. It was like me doing a freaking reel.
That's great.
So let's get started, and later on I also have an article about 2021 trends that I think might help some people that are writing the goals and don't know what direction to go in. So I was just going to read off some goals later on. Some trends later on.
No, read them now.
Okay. So these are more style trends, but I wanted to find another article on, like I read the 2020 article that was like sustainability and mocktails were a thing. So more of that. But navy is the color of the year, by the way, of next year. They're naming it.
I can feel that.
They're also calling it classic blue, but it's definitely more of a navy than like blue.
Yeah.
Definitely like that like the chair from Slay All Day, that vibe.
Oh, velvet
cool.
too.
Yeah, it's like a velvety or suede or satin, like sexy navy, and very like with gold, you know, that pairing. So they're saying light wood is a trend, but I think it also is stemming from more people just having the green look. So just greenery everywhere, but also being more sustainable. So naturally light wood is...
Light wood, like in furniture?
This isn't furniture because it's a style trend. Trend material for interiors. There you go. Is that one.
Okay.
Because of its raw color and aesthetic for multi-purpose spaces. So again, multi-purpose spaces meaning open floor plans. So I don't know. Even though this is just a style thing, I think it's like things to think about because it's what people are caring about in their homes.
Yeah.
So if you're making a product, it should. So sustainable modern design. So again, this is for design, but everyone's focusing on a sustainable aspect in their... I don't know. That's why I kind of think Botano Bites is great, but marble. Oh no, sorry, not marble. I was like, what? That is so weird. Bioplastic materials, so reused materials and low impact for the environment. Again, environment. Ooh, statement pieces. This is also a great thing because people are doing like their plain like, dark green room or whatever with like some kind of bold multicolor or gold or whatever accent piece, whether it's a chair or some sculpture.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just in the product world, I think that would, for me, like unique themes are definitely going to stay on the list because of that. But if you're trying to do an Etsy shop or something, then accent, bold statement piece, minimalist designs. So very just clean. I mean, we've always seen that.
Yeah.
But nature, again, they brought up nature twice with the wood and the green elements. So people are having like green plant walls.
Oh, I love that. I've seen that. Oh, it's so nice. See, my flower curtains, they could have been a hit in 2021.
Girl, I was like, you were like 5 years ahead of the crowd. Just bring
Botano Bites, flower curtains.
Just bring back everything else that you
I
were
know.
selling.
Damn.
I guess like I was never into reading these articles before until I read the 2021 in our first stream back in like September or whatever, and I was like, this was so accurate. This is what happened this year, regardless of COVID.
Right.
I was like, well, why would I not look ahead and just try to strengthening the human-nature connection? That's even another. Wow.
That's so funny. The other day we were picking out stuff for the apartment and I was like, oh, I wanted to hang this plant like in the room or whatever. And Dakota was like, a plant in the room? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, why? What would that be good for? And I was like, well, it'll help our oxygen. I don't know. It's a plant. He's like, I guess I just never thought of it in a room. Because in his head, it's so like plants and animals go outside. Like humans go in a box in a home. Like, but I do think the trends too, I think are more for like people that grew up in the city or are around like more diverse cultures. Because I feel like even people our age that live in like more suburban or like rural areas, I don't think that they'll be following like the similar trends.
But who are we selling to?
Oh, I know. Yeah, for business. Yeah, totally.
Gray is also another color.
Gray with the navy and the gold?
Separately. No, its own thing.
I hate gray. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. To me, it's like not even a color. Like it doesn't even register to me. Like it's basically just blank still.
This is so funny. This is Kat, Leia, and Sasha separation. With life is long, life is short. Gray sucks. Gray is literally like my number 2 favorite color. After yellow.
Oh my gosh. No, like anytime I saw gray furniture, I was like, no. Or like shoes that are even like black or kind of gray, depending on the shoes. But, just like sneakers or running shoes, I was like, ew, no.
I guess I like it because it fits into anything.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like gray velvet or gray suede or like, you know what I mean, then that's different. But if it's just plain gray, I can't do it. I need to get with the times,
gray
though.
maybe also like reminds us of like, you know, when you see meat that's gray.
I think of ashes. I think of things that are dead and just it's ash.
Not very bueno. Not very Bruno. A modern rustic look. Oh, this is one that okay, modern rustic, whatever. I guess we've forever been trying to do modern rustic, but face line graphic art. Have you seen? I have a shirt that is face line graphic art. That is.
But they're saying that's now.
That's now, like, people are doing it like wallpaper face line graphic art. Like.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Yeah.
Which I like because for one, I can easily design a very black and white clean aesthetic with that.
Yeah.
In a kit. Look at me, team. But whose face line is it going to be? Maybe mine. And then just to finish off the list, and this has been going on for a little bit too, but neutrals goes with gray, I think. And then that's a carryover from this year, but also industrial interior. So that is like the warehouse look and whatnot. A lot of weddings. Oh my gosh, every freaking wedding in Nashville has an industrial warehouse look.
Huh.
It's just like as if you're in a warehouse, but it's like fancy. Like as if you're in a loft. Like,
right, because it's big.
Because it's big and spacious, but it has like the brick look with like maybe you see the pipes on the top, but not like rusting pipe. So anyway, that was like a design trend, but I thought it played into a few things maybe that we're looking at. But
yeah, no, I think that makes total sense.
Cute. So I think we're gonna get started with our goal charts.
Yes. I'm gonna start with my categories.
Yes. And let's see what we have here. Oh, just kidding. Wrong folder. See, and then it's like travel goals. I used to have travel goals, but I'm like, are we traveling?
Dude, I know. I thought about that too. I guess my category might just be like extracurricular, and it'll include travel. I miss live music too. I mean, I do like East Ave for that reason, honestly. It's like it kind of fills the same void.
I think on that topic, really quick, I love that East Ave. East Ave is My Humans live streaming concert. It's like a live concert weekly Twitch channel, and it's like a full production, right? Okay. So I like it because it has all of those elements of a live concert, right? But you and me, like Sasha and Kat, Leia, also love any music. Like we can listen to anything.
Yeah, totally.
So I think for that reason we love it. But I'm trying to see like I feel like my mom watches it because Chris is on it. But I don't think she cares for the artists.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how do we get people to care? It's such a weird thing, you know, because it's like the people who love it, like us, I think it's so cool.
But I do too, yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm excited to get it on my TV. I think a lot of things are cool, though. It's just a matter of, like, repetition or getting it to people multiple times to where they're actually convinced to follow or look at it or whatever. because it is hard when it's like a stranger, like it's, you know, they don't know the people behind it or whatever. But
well, that's why
I think word of mouth is everything, because if it's like coming from someone else that you trust or that you know, then you're more likely to buy it or follow it or watch it.
But I think that's where we have to put it, for example, on the artist, because the whole
Yeah.
purpose of bringing them is so they tell their people. They naturally have more followers than we do.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
This one girl had like posted all over her story for people to watch, and that one girl, female artist, got us the most views we've ever had and the most followers after that stream, because she did all the work for us, you know?
Yeah, right.
So a big thing on my list is dedicate relaxing time.
I know. I think I'm gonna do like a health and wellness category and include like all of that, like relaxation. I want to stick to acupuncture, like getting acupuncture for my migraines, like be consistent. I think be consistent is going to be the title of that whole page. Because I think the main reason I like have issues with health stuff is just because I'm not consistent. But I was wondering too, if like maybe instead of titling these pages, since I'm doing like categories, I should just do like a cute phrase or quote that kind of like encompasses the theme of that category.
Right. I see what you're saying. Well, it'll make sense once you put all the goals for each category.
Yeah.
I have master social media too.
Good luck. I don't know if that's possible.
Oh, hello, welcome. What do you guys do for work? If you're still here with us, welcome to our Twitch. So I currently am the owner of the Kits and Pieces, which is an online party kit shop. But I've always been in hotels, weddings, basically event planner. Sorry. But this year has been crazy. So I took a shift and I went to the online party kit store. I'm like choking on my bacon. And along with other side things that we both do, like design things, and we're just very artsy people. But we've also been very into organizing like the structure of starting a small business, so that's why we started this.
And I don't know if my connection was bad.
Okay.
I currently work for a company that I just got the job recently. But as a personal assistant, it's an app-based company that works with schools and universities. And then I also have some clients on Upwork for design stuff, like Kat mentioned. Mostly just anything pertaining to design when it comes to business development. So a lot of people creating like new YouTube channels or online means of communicating now because of the pandemic. Anything that helps facilitate that in the design realm is kind of what I do. And then I also have a business, Botanobites, but I'm in the process of selling it. And then I'm also in grad school for acupuncture. So that's kind of like the next career shift once I graduate, which is in March. And that's kind of my other passion with like wellness and health and stuff. So, yeah.
Cool. And today we're doing goal charts, if you're just joining. So definitely come hang out and do your goal charts with us. We're basically just trying to build a community here. We're not experts trying to tell you how to run your business. But we're happy to help. We're happy to listen to any ideas you have. Just because I feel like there aren't enough people out there that are just there for each other when starting a small business, when starting a business, and we're all there on our own, and why do we need to figure it out on our own, right? That's not a thing.
So we do weekly meetings just to kind of help give advice on different things that we learn as we go through having our own small business. And just kind of going through like the trial and error process, which any business owner goes through. Or even just side hustles. I mean, we've also talked about like Instacart and just other ways of making money, because oftentimes when you have a small business, the money you get goes straight into your small business. So you still need money to cover your bills and things. So we kind of just appeal to anyone that is in a similar boat.
If you're even still there. But thanks. Thanks for watching. I decided to take a shift to the props just from the private messages I've been getting. It's so weird if anyone is just joining. I do party kits, and this week has been a real like revelation type of week where I was just trying party kits these last 6 months. I mean, I've been doing a prop party decor banner type shop for the last few years, but I've always wanted to do party kits, and I'm going to keep doing party kits because I believe in them and I love them, and I feel like people have known me as the prop and banner girl, so I can't just ignore that. And I think I was trying to ignore that and just shift to party kits, but I just got to run with that too and then introduce party kits, because in 3 years people will know me as the party kit girl.
I think the main difference, though, is that you aren't just a crafter. And I mean, you're a designer. And I think that's where, like, your wedding planning background comes into play, too, where, like, you enjoy designing the entire event. Like, not just one aspect. It's, like, the whole thing from start to finish. And I think that's also, like, how you work as a creative. And that's, like, what you offer best to people is, like, start to finish. Here's, like, the whole thing, the whole picture. And I think that's part of why you were like trying to ignore like the, prop and banner association.
Pieces, yeah.
Yeah, is because you're just like, no, I want to design the whole thing because I have all these amazing ideas like for every type of occasion.
But I think that's hard to come across.
Yeah, and I still think in time that will. I do think, and I guess this is one of the topics that I did want to mention we talk about, where I think sometimes it is good, maybe in the starting phase of a business, more so than later on, to be more specific. Because I think sometimes when it's too broad or too general or includes too many things, it gets lost in internet searches or in tags. Or in the message you're trying to get across. Like, even if someone shares your post, someone, like a stranger might see it and just be like, okay, but wait, is that just a pretty photo? Or is that like a full party that they attended or like hosted, or, what's
fine. Right.
Yeah. So I think it's good to be specific with your product when you're first starting a business, or just your message, whatever. If it's just a service-based business, as long as your message is more specific than general, I think that helps. Because otherwise I think it leaves that question of like, what exactly is this? And I think people are always asking that when they see something. It's like, how can I use this? How can I add this into my life? Like, what exactly is it?
And I agree with that even more, noticing like now when someone asked, for example, when someone says, what comes in a party kit? I know that sounds like a normal question, but to me, it almost feels like we all define parties in a different way. And a party kit could literally be full hors d'oeuvres, in a box. Like, I give you the tools to make your hors d'oeuvres for your party. I mean, that's a party,
Yeah.
So I feel like in that way, it's not coming across clearly. And even I already was trying with one kit to change the, over the break, I call it the break, but over Christmas, I'm gonna redo it like you said, to go buy tableware and then add decor. But even before I even got to that right now, I already changed it from mini kit to decor kit. And then I changed it to party kit and then put, comes with tableware, kind of thing. So, because it's just like people aren't, a party kit is anything. I mean, a party kit could be just decor or it could be tableware.
It's broad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I getting?
But even decor as a term is probably more searchable or more often searched than like mini kit. You know what I mean? Right. And I think that could also make a difference in that sense, where it's like, even if someone's searching wall decor on Pinterest, hint, hint, you should probably tag all of your party kits with wall decor. But if they're just searching wall decor and they see some cool photo with nice, garlands and stuff on the wall and like a balloon, like, then it might make them be like, oh, what is that? Click it, and then kind of learn more. So I think like the term being specific helps in like finding it for other people.
It's interesting too, because I was saying that like with Christmas, I didn't do as well as I did for Halloween and Thanksgiving. And at first I was like, oh, I'm just not gonna come up with I was like, oh, I just did a Thanksgiving kit just to make one. But when I look at my stats on Etsy, like the Thanksgiving kit did so well in comparison to my Christmas kits, just because there's so many people selling it. And it's so funny because my mini kit right now on Etsy is going for $55 for the Christmas kits. But if you think about it, I sell engagement props for $30. So you can either get props for $30 or a whole party kit for $55. To me, party kit is worth it, but I've had more trouble selling the party kit.
But I also think it's just Christmas itself, and that's a good point you mentioned, because Halloween and Thanksgiving did do well comparatively. But I think it's because for Christmas, everyone's just thinking of gifts to buy other people, right? So they're not thinking of throwing a party because they're so bogged down already by like their checklist and like what they need to spend on every family member, whatever. And then on top of that, it's usually just the kids waking up in the morning, opening up their presents, and then they go to someone else's house. Like you're house hopping, you know what I mean? And you're not even really house hopping to like have a party. You're just to see family, like visit for a little bit or like open up some presents. Like the main focal point is the presents. Whereas with Thanksgiving, the main focal point's food. So naturally you would need like tableware and wall decor and like stuff to go with it because it's like a gathering. But I feel like Christmas is also just so personal. It's like just your immediate family and that's it.
And in terms of parties, Thanksgiving, you're partying at your family's house, which is okay for COVID. But for holidays, you only party with your friends if it's before Christmas, and you're not doing that this year.
Exactly, yeah.
So, I mean, just in hindsight, now I see it. And, I mean, I'm glad I tried it, just like the Christmas kits, just to know that this is the market for it. Or like
because I feel like the themes and like everything else about them is amazing. I think it's more just that people aren't doing parties like right now for Christmas or something.
I'm gonna say people market that like stuff, or they prep it since like July, like their posts and any giveaways or collabs that they do are freaking settled in like September.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And the whole time, October, November, December, they're just selling. They're not even like, I mean, I remember I followed Chock Full of Love, which is a calligraphy girl, but now she has her whole line of everything, like books and candles and whatever. And she posted this candle, like her fall candles, like her fall candles arriving in the warehouse by like the thousands in August. And then I think it was August or like early September, like, but definitely way early. But that means she must have freaking already had her collabs done. And I mean, it was on the wholesale site even before that, because I shop on the wholesale site. And I'm like, fall is in freaking, September, and she probably had this done in like April. Like,
right.
So
I don't know. I'm just saying this out loud because I was thinking of it, but I still think you should do photo props for Christmas. Because like, what if the kids in the morning are like opening up their presents, but they have photo props that are just like, Santa's got me, or like Santa's a winner, or like, oh, I got my favorite present, or like something just to be like, oh yeah, this is what I wished for. Because I feel like parents take pictures of their kids like while they're opening up presents and stuff, but it'd be cute if there was just like a little
prop
thing.
I agree with you.
And
I guess
if
just,
moms
like,
are on Etsy, like they're gonna just buy it. And then it's just like an added thing to like the Christmas event with their kids.
I feel like there's something about me that is not as passionate about props.
I
But
know.
maybe I just need to get over it. Can I show you this one person's thing?
I think you do need to just get over it. I think that
you need to get over it.
A winner.
Life. I don't remember what it's called. Life is for fun. Something like that. Oh no, I have it here. Sorry.
Fun.
So that's not the name. Life is for the fun. It's not much off from what I was saying. So,
life is for fun.
Life is for fun. Yes. Okay. Can I share? All right. Where am I? And this is not me ragging on this shop. I mean, this shop is doing amazing. But okay, so 17,000 sales since 2015. I mean, that's pretty great. But when I scroll down, I mean, she has a lot of products, and then she sells, even custom products for $6. Like, that's one prop. I don't know if you've seen that. And 5 people have this personalized photo banner in their cart. But even
if there was a banner with trees, like Christmas trees.
I know, but I guess I wasn't focusing.
Photo props.
I wasn't focusing on that, so then I didn't do anything. So, but then, like, I guess my main thing about this is her pictures are the most whatever pictures.
Right.
Literally,
yeah.
I think this is on her kitchen counter.
But sometimes I feel like people like that because it makes it more authentic. Like, oh, she literally just makes this at home. How cool. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes people kind of like, I don't know. It feels more real, maybe.
Right? I mean, I guess for me, I was just overthinking the photo aspect of it. But I mean, like, 11 people have this in their cart, this personalized photo banner. Like, that's freaking insane. So, I mean, she's doing great. Is it because
it's personal, too?
Yeah, but I guess I can do the personalized aspect, and I mean, not to rag on this person at all because they're doing great. Part of me feels like my props look better.
Yeah.
So.
No, they're really good. How come you don't feel like you're passionate about them?
I don't know. It's weird because I also love taking photos and using props. Like, it's not like I don't use them. I don't know what it is. But maybe you're right, because I just like doing the whole party. That, to me, that's such a small part of the party. So I don't care for it. But, I mean, at this point, I'm like, just follow what people want, right? And I mean, that person's doing great, and she makes it and she just takes a picture of it on her freaking tabletop. Like, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have to get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, I don't see why you're not passionate about it. I feel like you're really good at it, and you still have all your ideas. And again, view it as a way to bring people to your kids.
You're right.
Like, it's just another way of bringing them to your design abilities through the photo props. But, and again, it might just be the kit. Like, the Netflix kit might do really well compared to other kits because of just what it's for. It's just for a couple at home, which everyone is a couple at home.
and I also think, like, for example, that lady, right? Who knows if 2,000 of her sales are just from those personalized photo banners. It's not like every product in your shop is going to be a hit, you know? You need the Beyonce of your shop.
Right.
It's so weird because in music school, they tell us that record labels I mean, record labels just basically take risks all the time on all the artists that they sign. Just because you get signed doesn't mean you're going to make it, right? But they use the money from the one who does make it, the 2% that makes it, so the Beyonce, and they pay for, that's how they pay for everyone else to take the risks, and hoping to find like a Billie Eilish in the meantime.
Right.
But imagine all the failed artists that are on that, and you have to keep going in hopes that there's a Beyonce. So for me, I guess I just can't be like, oh, the kits aren't selling. Who knows if one kit is just gonna sell really well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't think you can get discouraged at all, because I think it's also a tough time because of COVID and the whole pandemic thing. Everything's changing all the time. I think a lot of people too are going through job changes or like living situation changes, or again, like maybe they usually go to their grandparents' house for Christmas every year, but now they can't because they can't see their grandparents. Like, I mean, it's a tough year. So I feel like that shouldn't even matter. But if you're noticing that photo props work, I think those would work, because even if they are just home, or like, it's just easier. I think it's just easier for people.
I also like, in the past, because of how we've grown up, we've always been the quirky one, the weird one, right? But in a way, it's almost made me think that if I do something that's normal, then I'm just
it's not you.
Right, then it's not me. Yeah. But I'm just going to use the example of hot cocoa bombs. I don't know if you've seen anything about hot cocoa bombs this year.
Yeah, I think from you.
I'm telling you, I have been looking to buy them. They're sold out everywhere. Like, everywhere. Like, I went to Target, Walmart, everywhere, at Costco, right, online. It says out of stock, out of stock. I tried local bakeries. Like,
then you gotta make your own and sell them on Etsy.
I was like, well, if I would have just freaking followed it, you know how easy it is to make? It's just a freaking sphere mold, and you just put chocolate, marshmallows, and it's like,
I know.
So easy, and it's just sold out everywhere. So I guess for me, I'm just like, okay, if I notice the trend, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna love it.
I think I had the same issue like with Botana Bites, is like a lot of people were making suggestions in the beginning, or like I could have simplified the product to make it more like appealing to a broader audience and stuff, but I was like, no, like I love paleo diet and I love eating healthy and da 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 da. So
that's why I always, in the beginning of our Twitch, like the first streams, I was like, you are not special.
Yeah, exactly.
You are not special. I am not special. And I guess it's just like, do you want to make money, or do you want to make art that nobody buys?
Right.
So there's that. I realized that I need a ruler, so give me a second. I want to do the dictionary one. Definitions. I mean, but also, if you saw my tassel garland wrapping,
that's amazing.
dude,
like total wind. I saw the first I saw it in the box, and I immediately was like, oh, she used her sticker label more. Like I felt like everything was just like the kits and pieces, which I loved because it was all like one thing. But then I looked at the garland and I was like, or the tassel thing, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then you mentioned like that you had already done it, and I was like, oh my God, that makes it so much easier. But I like how you put the string at the top too. So it's just like an easy thing where you just take that off and then string it all on and just hang it up.
That's it. Well, okay. I saw someone else do it. That's a much more successful shop. But when I saw that though, for me, it was just like, it really DIY garland kit and just put that it's a garland, and I'd rather make it for them. So, because I guess I'm just thinking of the dad with a 4-year-old son who wants to throw him a birthday party. He's not going to be there.
Yeah, no.
Even if it's easy, you know? Also, I realized we were doing it wrong.
Really?
There's a much easier way to do it. I mean, we were doing it because I saw someone else do it on YouTube that way. But then when
How is it supposed to be done?
You just, like, you know, the tassels and the tassels, and we were rolling it. It's just, you fold it in half, you fold it in half, fold it in half until it gets, that's it.
Duh.
And then you just tape it. And you don't have to do the twisty. You just, when you're down to, like, the thin one, you just fold it in half and tape it. I was like, bro.
I'm glad you found that out. That's good.
I know. I'm so glad I found that lady, because then I was just like, oh, now I can make it for people, too. Because I was like, I don't want to make it for them.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't take forever, but it takes time, you know. So,
wow.
Yeah, life-changing.
I was going to say,
life-changing.
You should do polls on your Instagram for,
yes.
like, since you're kind of rebranding, you should just say, like, hey, which one do you guys prefer? And just do, like, photo props, banners, neither, whatever. Or, like, reels or lives.
There's this, I really want to do reels over this break. Let's see how much I get done, because I've been saving all the fun media projects for the break, but, you know, each media project takes a long time.
I know.
But the reels, I want to dedicate, like, a whole day to reels just to have some content. And I'm also not very good at it, sadly, because, like, you would think I would be good at it because I, like, love music videos, but, like, I'm just not.
No, I think it just takes time. It's kind of weird to get used to. Like, but you can edit a lot of it too. Like, you can go back and edit that segment and trim it. So if it's too long, because like when I did them, I would do too long of a segment for one part and then like short on another part. And I was like, oh my God, that's so weird. But you can go back to each section and just trim it to where it like makes more sense as it plays through. So I think it takes more time to like edit it. But I think I treat it like a long photo where it's just like a 2 to 3 second shot of whatever I'm trying to highlight, and then the next screen and the next screen. So it's like just taking photos, except they're like live.
I don't know if you noticed on the Rifle Paper Co. unboxing, but if you just listen to it, I was like, this is very ASMR. Like,
I know, I feel like they do something with the volume of that thing, because I did one for Botanobites and one of my friends commented it and they were just like, oh, the ASMR on this is crazy. And I played it back and I was like, that's so weird, because I feel like it only sounded like that because it was a reel. Like, I don't think the sound quality is that good on like a live or a video.
Right.
But it literally sounds like the like plastic that the pack, the pack of Botanobites is in was like crinkling in the speaker. Like,
I know,
it was
like,
so vivid.
I mean, Pepsi or Coke has definitely been doing that to us.
That was really good. That just totally captivated me. You should just make those sounds as you do shots.
Dude, I saw, this is gonna sound so lame, but I saw this guy doing a reel. I wanted to send it to you. But, you know, they do those dance reels with the moves or whatever. And
yeah,
I just saw this guy dancing and I was like, whatever. But then I saw the caption of the music and he wrote Pirates of the Caribbean. So he's like, and he's like dancing to Pirates.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's freaking hilarious. Dying.
That's great.
But I don't know what it is. I feel like I can be like dorky and funny or whatever it is. When I'm not trying. But like those people on the reels, I mean, they're just freaking hilarious. Like, I can't force myself to be funny. Like, that's not a thing.
I think it's different though for like product-based reels, because you're just highlighting what is in the thing. Yeah. So I mean, I don't even think it has to be descriptive, or like the image itself is very vivid.
Sadly, my Kits and Pieces doesn't allow me to post. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Kits and Pieces doesn't allow me to put music.
Oh, Oh, right.
I
Mine
wonder-
too.
I guess like for bloggers they allow it, but not for us poor folk trying to make some money.
Sorry.
So I'm doing the dictionary lines. Oh, I totally did that wrong. That was a fail. I just like always think of, I don't know if anyone has this problem when they are entrepreneurial or creative, but I just always have this problem where if I think of something, I have to like write it down, right? And in the beginning, when I first started dating Chris or moving in, I can't remember what part, but he had like no notepads.
Really?
And I was like, how do you not have any notepads? I need to write things down.
That's so funny.
It's crucial to my life.
I always have like either too many notepads or not enough. Like that I don't know what to do with them. But this one that I showed you, I've had for quite some time, and it's still got some life left in it, but I love that it was like already categorized. Like it already included the sections or whatever.
You do love the convenience of that.
Yes. So okay, for my 5 categories, I have finances, so I might just go through like financial goals. Business development or like side hustles, mostly because I want to focus on multiple streams of income this year. I like kind of dabbled into it this year, but I want to like focus more on it this coming year. And another category is extracurricular, so that will include travel goals and also just getting back in touch with like things that are soul food to me. Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll be the soul food category. But even just like artistic hobbies, I feel like I never do anything because I'm always working.
Meanwhile, she's like rollerblading, and then she does yoga.
But I like start it and then I never like master it or like really do it that often. So
I guess for you really need to have the time bound thing.
Yes, yeah. Let me put a star for that. And then my 4th category is career goals, so that will be like acupuncture and kind of just like what we're kind of doing like in terms of project management / design and kind of just that other path we're on. Mm-hmm. And the other category is health and wellness, which isn't terrible.
That's great,
but I think I could do better on that side.
Well, also because you're trying to lead the wellness lifestyle.
Yeah, and even like helping people, like giving them treatments and stuff, it's like if you don't balance it out by treating yourself, it's exhausting. Like you gotta like keep up with it. But I started getting acupuncture like 2 weeks ago.
Sorry.
What?
I just thought of my goal chart title. 2021 defined.
I love it.
Sorry.
I love it. I want to see you write that. You better like show us your like pretty lettering whenever you get to it, because I know it's gonna be awesome.
Sorry. I love how I was just like a little sister calling for attention right there. Sorry.
Hear my idea.
Continue what you were saying.
I started getting acupuncture a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I'm just gonna tell myself I have to do this once a week. Like, there's no question.
Especially because you're gonna be an acupuncturist.
Yeah, I think it helps too to like be on the other end as a patient.
Yeah, and I mean, you have a lot of body things that you're always hyper aware of, so it'll be cool that you're testing out. Because maybe every patient you treat doesn't have those, so you're kind of getting all of the sides of it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
Me too. Oh, look, I like set this up yesterday because I treated Dakota, but it's kind of like a little...
Wow.
That thing on my needles and stuff.
I love it.
But my sister came on Saturday, but I didn't see her this weekend because I was still catching up on crap. But
wait, how is your sister just randomly traveling? I feel like she's come by like so many times.
I know, because she's online.
But like
she's still in school. She's still in school, but it's all on the computer. So basically, whenever my mom's done with her classes, because she is a professor, so her quarters or semesters are different. But whenever she finishes, she comes up. But my mom used to be afraid of flying, and my mom isn't afraid anymore. Who knows how that changed? So because of that, she's been coming up more often. But this is like their third time this year, which never happens, like ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my sister has her last week of school this week. So she's doing that at my grandma's house. And I told her I would get her on Thursday because I just wanted to finish a bunch of stuff that I have to finish before I can like spend time with her. But yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, something else I wanted to do with the Kits and Pieces. This is the day for you to just say whatever ideas you have. I want to hear some ideas from people here. This is a super wedding thing, but I feel like it's very simple and I can do it and I can do it well. These acrylics, they're like either circular or hexagonal.
Yeah, hexagons.
With like, usually it's calligraphy or vinyl, and I can do them easily and do like sets of, or whatever, just however many you need and put whoever's name on it. And they put them on like the napkins or whatever.
Yeah.
Weddings, and it's like a thing. It's like a popular thing, but I mean, I'm also thinking of getting a Cricut maker, which is different from the Cricut that I have. It's new, like not new, but new since I bought mine, which is 1,000 years ago. But the Cricut maker can cut thicker surfaces. Like it can cut like wood, like thin wood and leather. I mean, this Cricut can do it, but it's not as...
Yeah.
So, if Christopher's watching...
I don't even know what I want for Christmas. I can't think of it.
Christmas. I wanted to get you something, but something specific. I didn't have money for it right now.
You already said agenda.
That's like little.
Okay.
That was like super cheap. Which I know we're going on to like this online agenda thing, so this is more just there.
I'm gonna use it. I prefer to write stuff.
You can use it for whatever.
Yeah.
But there's another component to it that I really love. So that's more of why I got it for you rather than that it's a planner. But it is a cute planner, so
no, I'm excited.
But I had to tell you because I was like, in case you were gonna go buy one, don't. See, so I was gonna do like this like dictionary font, but that's gonna take too long. So I'm gonna do a Cattleya font.
Like you're actually writing it. I don't have fonts that I can just. You're really good at fonts.
No, I'm good
do
at copying. Don't we know this by now? I see something and I can replicate.
But you can really you replicate really well.
I'm a copycat. I can't I can get creative, but it takes me way longer, right? But if I see something, I can just like write it. But I can't do calligraphy. Like if you told me to just write Sasha right now, I can't.
Yeah. No, I get you.
But I can see an S, an A, and an H, and then do it.
Yeah. But I feel like even when I try to replicate, it'll be like normal size, small. Like as I go, it doesn't look right.
You're like, there's something off about this. For sure. Were you the one that watched Zoom back in the day?
Watched the Zoom?
The show Zoom. that was like on PBS.
I feel like I saw it like once.
Okay, it wasn't you. I feel like I met one other person that's ever seen that show. It's for the no cable people.
I've seen it. It was kind of like, yeah, like kind of drab and like,
It's like
did it almost look like it was set up? Like you could see, I don't know how to explain it.
It's a science experiment show. Kind of.
But how was it laid out? Like, how
It's
did
like
they film it?
All these kids, and they're like in a studio, and they'll like try out science.
Yeah, but it showed the studio, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like very raw. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing it, but
and like you learn things, but then they also had that secret language that I learned.
Oh yeah, I think you told me about that.
The weirdest thing. I'm like, should I add this on my resume that I speak ubby-dubby? Catley will have 0 friends.
I remember you told me that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And I was like, I feel like I met only one other person in my life that even could follow what I was talking about, but didn't like speak it, because who the heck would speak it? This is what happens when you don't give your children cable. They're forced to watch the same shows over and over, and then they have to learn the fake language that's on the show because they just watched it so many times. So there's that.
That's so funny.
It just made me think of me being a copycat. That was the purpose of bringing up that story.
Which is also a reference to Kat's Instagram where she does parodies, but
which I've given up on, because I mean that was cool before freaking TikTok. I mean, am I gonna?
Yeah. I just feel like you could have so many different things that could like be famous. Like you could have a TikTok where you just did random parodies.
Wait. What did I do here? That one is too far. Why is that one so far? The first one is wrong. I'm like trying to plan out this freaking thing. Let's see how far I get today. Okay. That means this is wrong. But I'm trying to do it halfway. I'm basically doing a 2-column dictionary page.
Let me see. What do you mean?
So I'm just right now planning. I don't even know if you can see it, but you see? It's like the word, description, word. And I'm trying to do a middle column here. So it's like.
That's going to be so cute.
But that means
oh my gosh.
I can only have 18 goals.
Oh, so now I get defined. Wait, but how are you going to have 18 goals?
I don't know. I mean, I have like probably at least 12 here. But I could go into
you're breaking it up into goals. I think I'm breaking it up into categories, and then I'm like planning instead of goaling.
Yeah. That's
what it is.
That's
okay.
open. We're open to any sort of thing that benefits you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing like a goal chart, but a vision board goal chart, but a different kind of vision board. Hi, Tempe. My cat's here.
Oh my gosh, one of my goals is to get a cat.
Oh, yay! Yes, I'm all about life goals, because part of me is big on life goals because I don't revisit that as much, whereas I'm going to be revisiting business goals all the time.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So definitely dedicate relaxing time is huge on that list. Ooh, maybe I'll make it by color. Like if it's like, life goals, it's like all blue.
Yeah.
Okay, when we get there. I'm trying
like the font color will be like, yeah.
Yes. Sasha knows.
I got you. So I had to log into my job really quick because I didn't do a couple things.
No worries. Do what you gotta do.
Yours is gonna look so pretty. Now I'm like, I should do one that's like prettier.
Well, I'm trying to do simple pretty because I don't have time to like cut out magazine papers. But that's why I was saying the box thing.
Well, I'd almost rather just type in like my key phrases of my pages for my booklet thing and just print it out and then glue it.
Or go on Canva. So that it at least makes it
but
cute.
I don't want to like fully create it because I do want it to be like my handwriting.
Oh, true.
But yeah.
True. Or I don't know, I'm just thinking of things.
I'm gonna go on Canva.
I'm telling you. You don't remember the word cloud thing?
The what?
Word cloud. That was the easy.
Bless you.
I'm gonna. Ooh.
Take that as a yes.
Who was that? I heard a human.
That's me. I am the human. Oh!
Can I just share a quick thing really quick?
Yes, I just put the link on our group chat, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Or, I mean, on the Twitch chat.
It's a kind of a random thing, but it's just an interest of mine recently. But I was talking to my boss, and he was like, oh, what are your interests? And I told him the whole spiel. But then I was like, oh, and aliens. But whatever, I kind of told him just like human evolution pertaining to potential influence from other species or extraterrestrials, and also like AI and kind of like that whole thing. So he shared this article with me, which I don't know how legit it is, but it was an article saying that China is in the process of creating 500 smart cities where it's like a certain amount of square feet of land that is controlled completely by AI. And they're like trying to mimic like how it would feel to live in a village where like if you go to the bar, the bartender knows your favorite drink. So they're going to have AI track your like mind and like know what like your favorite stuff is and kind of just everything about you so that it can predict it.
Have you seen
And then it's
Westworld?
going to control the weather. It's going to control the lighting. And it was like, oh, the houses will automatically like open their blinds whenever like a certain amount of sunlight or like light is emitted into the room and like all this crazy stuff. And whatever, they said like in 3 years that it should be ready. Like it's already in the works. Like 2 companies have already, it's like a Dutch company, I think it was, and a Chinese company called Terminus. And that's their plan, which I just thought was really trippy and interesting and
But I mean, do
futuristic.
I need, okay, maybe the bartender knowing your drink, fine, but wouldn't I want to decide if I'm hot or not to open the freaking shades? You know
Yeah,
what I
it was like to help wake the person up. Like that's how it wakes them up, is like naturally, like once the light reaches a certain level, it just, I don't know. I think that it's like, okay, yeah, the bartender knowing your drink, like you could just live in a smaller area, like a rural town, and that would happen within like a week if you go to the same bar every day.
Yes.
Or why are you even going to the bar and you want to like, that means you're an alcoholic. The bartender knows your damn drink.
Yeah.
Like that shouldn't be the focus of our evolved cities. Like,
It is very interesting.
anyway, it was just some random thing that he showed me and I was just like blown away by it.
Have you ever seen Westworld?
Yes, it's like my favorite show.
Yeah, I was like, this is exactly the future, like
Yes.
that you're describing.
It's that in real life.
But isn't it crazy
Happening now.
when I think of other countries, or especially Asia, I'm like, they're so freaking ahead of everyone.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they're
I
not,
think
but
it's
they
because-
are.
I think it's because they've been around longer though. Like their history itself is like thousands of years. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I guess recorded history, but
So it's like, yes, maybe like the poor is definitely way more poor, but dang, the technology is definitely crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already testing out AI cities. It's not even like they're creating it, like creating the tools. They're just testing it. It's like insane.
Right.
That's a whole other level. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's try to get a title going here. Did you click my word art?
I need to pull up Twitch.
That's cool.
Unless you want to share it in Zoom.
This is, yeah, I'll share it. Because my computer's dying anyway. I mean the other computer. So, there is another website for this, but so if you guys don't want to go through this whole process, you can just do this. So once you write down your list, you can just create now, and you put in your words. Wow, this is like an old school. Oh, here. So you type in the words, but the words, let's say goals, right? And you want goals to show up. Oh, this is a little different. You want goals like really big, so you're gonna choose like 40, size 40. Before it was like if you want a word to show up more, then you just keep copy pasting it. But like basically it becomes like word art.
Oh.
So like if you put social really big, it'll just randomize it for you, but based on your most important. Oh, this is a great one because it's like business, entrepreneur. So yes, in case you're like I don't feel like doing this, you write your list, and then you just put them in here.
It's free.
It's called, this one is free. It's called Word Cloud, and a word cloud is what it is. But there's also word clouds here. So, and you can, I guess, pick the shape, but it'll only do your top words. So I wouldn't put like sentences. Like I would just put like exercise is like a big thing.
That is so freaking cool. I'm gonna use that.
It's cute.
Thank you for showing me that. That's amazing.
But when we were in school, it was called Wordle. It was a website.
Oh yeah, I feel like I heard of that.
Yeah, because I asked you I was like, do you know what Wordle is?
And I didn't.
And you were like, what's a Wordle? And I was like, this thing. But I guess,
Wordle. All I know is Squirtle.
But Wordle is not a thing anymore. It's
outdated.
Yeah, I guess it's just a word cloud, and you just find a word cloud generator.
Right.
But yeah, that's my easy one, because it's like, you know the list, but I'm not gonna be sitting here making a chart.
Yeah.
So, that's that. All right, I'm gonna use the screenshot that I took. I like the font. Let's do here. I also love Google Fonts. Like, I think it's kind of amazing. So
yeah, me too.
Another way I do things, Sasha, is like how I get those fonts is I type, because in Google Fonts you can type what you want to say, right? So if I write visit Thailand, right? And I find the font that I like, and then I just write it. And that's about it.
I wish you could share your screen. Oh, you mean you copy it from there? Like you handwrite,
Yes.
You replicate it? Okay.
I handwrite it.
Your fan is so loud.
Is it? I'm sorry.
Wasn't there a trick we learned last time where like the speaker moved and then it went away or something weird? Oh, the placemat underneath it.
There's no placemat today. It's just on the
Oh.
table. I'm not really sure what is going on with it. Maybe I can quit some things. I mean, we're gonna get a new computer for our Twitch streams next year, so we should be okay for the next. I mean, this is what it is for the next couple of streams.
I know, and I can't complain because I have no help.
Well, I'm super excited. We're planning that's on my list too. Redo office. We're planning on just setting up a cool area in, like, his office right now is kind of taken over by me. So I kind of want to redo it so that he's able to sit in there and also do fun streams. And then I can still use it as an office space for crafting. But
Yeah.
we wanted to literally put like a cool wallpaper, like a very Rifle Paper Co. wallpaper, like patterned and whatever. And
Oh my
I
gosh.
get like a neon sign that says something inspirational, like create, or
Like the neon signs like in stores. I wanted to get one of those ever since like we knew we were moving, because I've seen them on Instagram where you can like do custom ones.
Well, they're
Looks so
expensive.
cool. I know, that's why I was like, I'm gonna have to put that on hold, but they look so cool. I think if I have an acupuncture practice too, I would want to put like the name of the company in that format.
I mean, I think it's worth it.
It's not super expensive, is it?
It's like $500 for a small one if it's custom. But
Damn.
there's cheaper ones. Like if I just get like Create or something, they're probably like $250, which is still pricey, definitely.
Yeah.
But definitely less than $500.
Yeah.
The same. So yes, there's that. I wonder. Oh, my other computer's dead. So let's start with biz goals.
The computer that died, was that the Twitch stuff? Because I can pull it up on mine.
Yeah, if you can pull it up, but I also have it on my phone, which I'm back
Okay.
and forth on. But
I'll pull it up in like 5 minutes. I'm almost done going through these for my job. Sorry, he had messaged me and he was like, "Oh, is the task list up to date?" And I was like, kind of.
well, maybe. Oh,
Mostly.
sorry,
What just happened?
my phone was super loud.
Oh.
I love that. Sasha and I have a Tuesday Upwork meeting, as per my request for me. And she's
Yes.
so my Upwork is set up, but it is not fully set up. And I want to start sending proposals. If you've ever used Upwork, you have to kind of pitch that you want to do the project rather than they just contact you randomly. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like they could, but highly unlikely. So
Yeah.
And yeah, so I want to really get on board with that. I guess I'm still back and forth between like going to get a job. I don't want to say a real job. I mean like a physical job where I go somewhere, or making Upwork my job. I did order blue light glasses, so I'm ready to do on-screen work. I ordered
That's the
2
first step.
pairs.
That's the best. Yeah. I have mine. I should probably be using mine, but I have mine like right here. Oh, but look, my let me not use this page, but I got a monitor to connect to my laptop.
I was wondering, I was like, what are you looking at? I was like, I'm right here.
I know, I look weird.
Well, I just didn't
But
know you had a second thing.
I know, it helps so much.
Okay.
It's amazing.
I need to go to the bathroom. Please hold.
Okay.
I'm here for you now. I've been holding that the entire time.
That's totally fine.
Sorry. Please tell me more about the monitor.
No, his parents just gave it to us. And at first I was like, what are we going to do with that? And then I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I can just plug that into my laptop and have like a whole other screen. So I bought the adapter cord for the MacBook Air, and it's amazing. Mm-hmm. The size itself is a lot bigger than like my 13-inch MacBook, but
you can also see double.
You can have it in both. Like I can drag it over to my laptop. The only downside is the camera is on my MacBook Air. So when I'm on Zoom and I like look over there, it looks really weird, but
well, now that I know you have another screen, it's not as weird. It was just because I was like, where is she looking? And it didn't look like you were looking at your phone.
I could just show like everything, so I don't look crazy.
Well, that's part of our office redo also, is we wanted to get another monitor to go with the computer that he wants to get. But like part of me told him to hold off on the computer just because I was like, I want us to have like the whole thing set, because then we're never going to use it. If we're not ready for it, then it's just another computer.
Right.
But anyway, monitors are actually not that expensive.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to wait for like the after Christmas sale.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, look at Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, that's true.
Because a lot of people are just upgrading right now. Like they're already getting stuff for themselves, so they kept it in good condition and they upgraded, so they just need to get rid of it, and they're like willing to sell it for pretty cheap.
Which is funny because it's like this is the year we should not be upgrading, but
right.
Like that's how you know we're such a credit-based society.
Oh my god, I know.
We are getting a new computer, C-Base 92.
What do you say?
I just want to be ready before we get the new computer. He was like, so first we're getting a new computer and now we aren't. Which is it? I just like to be ready. Like, not like we get the computer and then we gotta move everything to then redo the room. Because basically, like, when you do streams, it can't be like, because right now it looks like a workshop in there. He's not gonna be streaming, like a gaming stream even, with a bunch of balloons in the background. It's not a cool gamer look. So I'm making the lines for my gold chart. This reminds me of when, like, I didn't have staff paper in school and I had to make my own music staves. And it was, like, super annoying. I was born ready. So, yeah, I kind of want to find some 2021 trends of, like life trends.
Like what?
Like people are, so the 2020 trends thing that came out already said people were going to be drifting to online everything even before COVID.
Really?
So I thought it was interesting. I mean, COVID definitely expedited it for sure. But
I know, but that's where I'm like, maybe this is just where we were at in a society or like in the universe, and like COVID happened to happen on top of it to like help it propel. But yeah, I do think, yeah, we were already on the edge of like becoming more technologically reliant, if that's a term. But it's still crazy.
I mean, I think we're better off than some other countries would have been, because imagine if you didn't have any technology and you couldn't hang out with anyone. You'd go freaking nuts.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you'd probably get really buff or something.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of technology, if anyone knows me. I'm not a fan. But, because I really value talking to people.
Yeah.
And I think it's so rude when people are like talking to you, or you're talking to someone and they're just like on their phone.
The worst.
That's like the worst thing you could ever.
I even feel bad like that I'm like doing this while I'm on the meeting with you, but I'm like, I think I can multitask. I think I'll be okay.
Well, this is different because we're just doing
No, I know, but it's like a pet peeve of mine to the point where I'm just like, ugh.
Right.
But what was I going to mention on that? Oh, that my new job, they use Slack, which is this way to communicate with each other. And they have multiple different channels that they use. They have like the general one, and then they have like random ones like coffee, and it's like all the people that like coffee, or it's like radio, and it's like where they share songs with each other and stuff, which is really cool. Like I love that they're that involved. But it's like my brain can't process it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I think it's my like gap with technology too, where it just feels overwhelming or like clutter. So I just ignore it. Like I can't even try to like catch up or like engage because it's just too much. Like, or if I did want to partake, I'd want to like read from the first message. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like fully understand all of it and then respond. But it's too late. So I just say, forget it. Like,
they already went to get the coffee. You're out of the loop.
They already drank the coffee 5 times.
They don't even sell that flavor anymore.
Yeah. Limited edition. It's gone.
Oh shit. That was not straight. So we got this candle from Bath and Body Works. What a shame. It's misleading. It says fireside. It smells like Axe.
Yeah. I know. Any of them that are labeled that just smells like men's cologne. And I'm just like, ugh.
So we decided to use it because we never, like, he bought 3 candles and we basically used the other 2. And,
It's the other one.
well, definitely one is, like, dead. And we keep lighting it, but it's dead. And then the other one we've, like, half used. But
Right.
the one that he really went into Bath and Body Works for, the fireside one, we haven't used it at all. It smells horrible.
That's funny.
No, it smells horrible. Like, I don't want to smell Axe. I just feel bad that we purchased it.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that. I noticed a lot of the Bath and Body Works though, like they use fragrances and stuff too, and literally like my throat will start hurting if I like
There's a lot going
have
on.
that type of candle on for too long. Which sounds so stupid, and it is stupid, but it's a thing. But sometimes TJ Maxx will have like soy-based candles, or like they'll use essential oils in there. So I try to just get candles from there.
Well, all of the Kits and Pieces candles are soy candles.
Oh,
So-
hey.
Our cat has been like very talkative. Like she just
Yeah, it sounds like it.
it's like she wants something, but then I think she just wants to hang out because she's just like, hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
I love that. I love cats.
I know, you were so great with cats.
Gosh. No, he knows now because we were around that kitten that his mom had, and he had zero allergic reaction to it. Like, I put the cat right here just to fully test it out. And he didn't sneeze, he didn't itch his eyes, like literally nothing happened to him at all. The entire night, like never. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's hope. That's it.
I think it might be like when you're younger, you're more susceptible to it. So
No,
like,
he's reacted to other cats.
Oh,
like his mom
really?
has had other cats. Yeah. And like whenever we go there, he always has a reaction. Or sometimes I'll touch the cat and then we'll go in the car together, go home, and just from being next to me in the car, since I touched the cat, he'll start like getting his eyes all itchy and stuff. So at least, yeah, it was like legit allergies. You know, I would have questioned that, of course. But with this cat, he had no response at all. Like he was even shocked, and I was like, then we're definitely getting a cat. That's it.
Yeah. There's also like Chris's best friend, his dog is supposed to be hypoallergenic, and I've been sneezing every time that I go there and see that dog. But then when I saw Chris's parents' dog, I didn't sneeze at all. I was like, what is going on? So
That's weird.
it's definitely cool though. I mean, that means there's a pet for everyone. Interesting. So on your phone on Google Fonts, you can't put like the text that you're looking for.
Oh, I didn't put my glass.
Interesting. So I feel like the font of the year for me is Playfair Display. I feel like I've seen that. That and Josephine Sands, man.
I know, it's the best. I love that font. It's so clean. Like all the other fonts, like Montserrat and Nunito, like they don't compare to Joseph and Sands.
They don't.
It's the E. The E in Joseph and Sands is just like a little slightly rotated to where it's like chilling. It's just like
It's got a little character, but it's not like whoa, whoa, whoa.
yeah.
What is that font? I just want to see it at... I want to see the numbers. Why can't I see the numbers of this font? Ugh. It's making me angry. I guess I'm going to have to do it here. But I wonder if it shows.
See, all of these, I'm just going to check tomorrow. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
Do it.
Following kickoff schedule, 12:14, refer to success. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so when I do that, it just goes to something else. Oh, interesting. It's like I'm on screen share, but I'm not. Now I know. Cool. Cool beans. Well, I'm going to pretend that that font was there, but
What'd you just say?
basically, when it's not a screen share, so to you it looks like you still see my face, but if I go to another screen, it's as if it's screen shared.
Why?
Because I think we're just sharing, like for Twitch, we're just sharing my screen.
Oh, okay.
Cool. How are you liking your new job?
I love it. It's nice because it's kind of like casual. They're just kind of like, log on whatever you can, whatever. But he does keep saying he wants to like involve me more. But there isn't that much to do yet because I'm just a personal assistant. I'm just kind of like organizing communications basically, between him and like the schools that we have as clients. But he wants me to do some design stuff, so I worked on that this weekend and like showed him kind of what I was thinking of doing. But he was like, I'd rather you come up with like 100 ideas that are like rough drafts than like hone in on like one or two. So he wants me to like just send him random ideas. But I feel like when you design, like when you're coming up with the design, I don't know, part of me has to fully envision it as I'm creating it. I can't just do like a rough prototype, like.
Right.
Or maybe I need to learn how to do that, but I guess I have to like fill in everything. So like I literally took screenshots of the website and how it looks now, and then just added stuff to that so that it still had the same general layout, but obviously had a different design. But the version that he sent to me was made in like Keynote, and it like was just normal like Times New Roman font and whatever like bubbles he added. But I think he'd rather just see something like that, but like 100 of them, and then.
I mean, you could just also go on like to get inspo photos. Like, oh, it'll be this theme color and this font.
Yeah.
Like, I get what you're saying though, because then it's hard to be like, well, does that fit?
Yeah, I guess that's where my brain goes. It's like, would it actually look good? Like, I don't know until I like kind of apply a few things.
Right.
But.
Oh, right.
Right. Okay, I think I'm almost to a good stopping point, so I can continue my 2021 planning.
See, it's like, look at how long it's taking me to do this goal chart. How do those people just sit there and make reels?
I know. I don't know. I feel like the reels aren't that hard though.
No, but like the reel itself is fine, but the content, it's like, how much content are you creating? Like,
yeah,
for everything they're reeling, they need to create it.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't just exist.
Tell me if you hear this lady acting like a crazy woman.
You mean your neighbor?
I was on the phone with my sister yesterday, and Dakota was showering with the music on his phone, and I was like in my bedroom, and I had her on the phone, and she was like, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, "How do you even hear that?" I was like, "That's like so far away." And then like a dog barked in like, I don't even know, somewhere near the building, and she was like, "Oh, what was that?" And I could barely hear it. It was like the faintest sound. And I was like, wow, these iPhone speakers are something else.
Well, they also like, I feel like they pick up background noise a lot.
True.
Like, even for example, like when Chris uses the blender, To me, it's loud, duh. But I can still hear you talk, but you can't hear anything else coming out of there.
Right.
I've never had to copy like a Times New like a serif type font before, so this is kind of an interesting experience for me.
I want to see. Oh, wow.
But it's almost like I have to use my ruler because the lines are actually straight.
They're so nice.
Thanks, friend. But ain't nobody got time for this.
I want to try to look into the word cloud thing. Let me see. All right, I'm going to clock out.
I honestly almost did that. Like, if I didn't find this, this dictionary thing.
So, I'm kind of a fan of the Courier New font.
Like the typewriter almost font.
Yeah. I wish there was another one that was like a little better or cooler, but...
Dude, Google Fonts.
Let's see. You know what? I think there actually is a font called typewriter.
There's like American typewriter or something like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that this is like a little... This is so funny because like this type of serif font just reminds me of like music notes. Like doing a treble clef.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like little frills at the end, but it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I can see that. Mm.
This is so funny because to me, I mean, I know this is in pencil, but I almost love that it's gray. Huh. Like
I mean, yes, it looks more modern and like realistic. It looks like a draft, like an architecture is making it.
Ooh, architecture. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to find a cooler font.
If anyone is just joining, we are doing gold charts. Welcome.
Alada.
Is that a font?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is like so fun. I honestly, this might be my new thing. I just think it's cute. Like this font. I wish we could predict trends, you know? Like, what if I predicted it's gonna go back to serif fonts in a couple of years?
I think we could because of like what you read earlier, where it's about like minimalism and like back to human nature themes.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. Let's do it.
Yes.
We're predicting right now.
We're kind of like this one, crushed.
I feel like this is incorrect. It's an incorrect N.
No, it's not good enough.
Not good enough for your word cloud?
Not good enough. Alada is kind of like Josephine. Yeah. I hate that they're all alphabetical though, because I'm like, what if I'm just choosing this font because it was in like the beginning of the list? Like, what if there's a way cooler one in Z?
This
like,
is something that anyone with a last name after the letter M understands, and you wouldn't understand, Bruno.
Well, I give you guys a chance. I'm down at the T's right now. I'm working my way up.
I like it on Canva though. You can go by corporate fonts.
Or you can kind of Google, or not Google, you can search in Canva like a theme.
Yeah, that's true too.
There's one called Supermercado 1.
What is it called?
Supermercado. I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but
Dude, that's like the freaking when we went to Asheville, the supermarket was called Ingles. And I'm like, oh, Ingles!
oh, it was like INGLES?
Yes, and it's pronounced Ingles.
Oh my god.
And then even Chris saw it and he was like, oh, Ingles! Like, it's Ingles.
That's hilarious.
Like, so Miami. But then I was like, why would they call that Ingles? And I'm like, oh, they wouldn't. Okay.
See, I'm spending all my time picking a font, and I'm probably not even going to use this.
That is so funny. You are the opposite of me when it comes to that. Like,
Yes.
I just like, boom, font. Ugh.
I know. I like overthink it so much. That's why I think you're better at design stuff, because you're more like straightforward and like decisive.
But you see what's missing. I never see what's missing.
I think I'm good at reviewing.
Yes.
I don't think I'm good at creating initially, you know?
Together, we could take over the world. Something like that. Okay.
All right, Kat, give me a font. What's the font for 2021?
Definitely going with the continuation of Playfair Display.
Okay, what's another one? Playfair.
It's like modern serif, but it's not like Josephine. People are probably like, are you guys talking in fonts? Sasha's
I
like,
love when I meet people that can talk in fonts.
it's like its own language. It's so funny.
Yes. Like when I tell people a font name and they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, yes.
It's definitely an interesting. I'm not gonna say it's a talent. It's not a talent, but it is fun.
Well,
Or-
there's one called Atomic Age.
This one is all messed up. That is not the correct E. What is it called? The what age?
Atomic.
Jeez. Okay. It's not perfect. This is my first time doing this type of font, so I'm gonna give myself some leeway here. And
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and start doing what you're doing.
let's at least get in either, if you're starting with goals, 3 goals, and then, or a headline.
So you went to Google Fonts and you typed in your word.
And then I just saw which one I liked more. Except right now I don't have it because I'm using my phone. So, I mean, whenever they show you a sentence, it uses as many letters as possible, so you can imagine.
I'm choosing banana.
Banana? What font is
Yeah.
that? Share your screen.
It's the font that I used for my website, like my name on my website.
Oh,
Right?
I like that font. It's a good font.
Okay, but now help me come up with titles for the categories. So the one I was going to start with was finances or financials.
Something about like
So-
get that money.
Right. So I was going to say like get money or like get that or hustle.
Hustle.
Hustle. Ha.
Hustle, but the S is a $sign. Boom.
Well, my other category was business development / side hustle. So I might do hustle for that one, but maybe the financial one is just like, should it just be get money? More money, more problems?
More money, less problems.
More money, less problem. Let's do that. That's what it's gonna be.
I love how people like try to use the money isn't everything phrase, and it's like, but you're also discounting that it is something. It's definitely something.
Right.
And anyone who says money isn't everything clearly has money. So for the rest of us that don't.
How come?
Okay. Oh, this part.
Why doesn't it create what I'm writing?
You have to press like. I would go to the other website, wordcloud.com, because I was trying to do it on that one. It was a little confusing. Looks like something. Hey!
Oh, so pretty!
Okay, good enough. Whatever.
Hello.
I don't know how to do the numbers, so I have to come back to 2021. But we're gonna have to go in about 7 minutes. But I'm super excited to share this on our Instagram once it's done.
Oh yes, that's a good idea.
We hope that
I'm gonna try to finish it today. I'll probably just do the font like all pretty for like the main title, and then maybe write everything in a different color.
yeah.
Maybe.
I
like highlighters too. I might highlight.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it all black, but then maybe trace with marker or shade in the word to add color. But
Yes.
I think I'm gonna.
I meant to show you my marker box and stamps, random stuff, but I went through my crafts stuff yesterday and like organized it. And I was like, oh, this is perfect timing.
Great! I found my markers.
Yeah.
If anyone is watching this at any point and has made it this far, thank you. Next week we're gonna be doing a self-care stream as our last stream for the year, and then we're also gonna be talking about our top 10 apps or websites of the year as recommended or noticed by Sasha the cat. So that'll be exciting. And hopefully next week we can show our finished goal charts as well.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. Just
it looks so good.
The rest of it is not correct.
Are you going to do 2021 in a different font?
I haven't decided. Either way, I can't do it in the same font right now because I don't see numbers. Part of me kind of wants to come back at the end for 2021 and write the rest of it and see what I come up with, because I'm not doing the rest of it in that font. It's too much.
Right. Okay.
So, we'll see. I don't know. Now I kind of want to do it. Ew, I'm excited now. I kind of want to like fake frame this.
I know. I feel like it'll look like it should be framed.
But I almost feel like I need to then make it like an inch inward, because then.
Or bolder too. Like, do you have like a thin Sharpie to like outline everything with, or like?
Yeah, I have a Sharpie.
Are these?
Now I'm gonna trace everything at the end. Wow, I haven't done something like fun and creative like this in a while.
I know, me neither. That's why I'm glad you decided to add this to today's thing.
I know, because now, okay, so this is my thing. It's like, now I started, now I have to finish it. I can't just leave this, you know, chilling. So I encourage all of you to even start the list or start your, the design of it, because it's honestly really fun. is this correct? I definitely have coffee stains on this. But I wonder where I'm gonna get a 12 by 12 frame though. That is, I should have done this on an 8.5 by 11. Okay, I'm gonna do it an inch inward from the outside, also known as the gutter. If anyone wants to know the formal word for that. Definitely on my list is, I always put calligraphy, but part of me is even more interested in video design.
Yeah.
I think calligraphy is beautiful, and I appreciate anyone who does it. But I almost would always rather outsource it than do it myself. Like, it's just not my thing in terms of like selling.
Right.
I think this is a little bit better than what I had before. So for 10 inches, so we got 0 to 4 and then 6 to 10. Is that correct? Approximately. What? I'm talking to myself.
Oh.
Okay, so then we got this. I want it to be very like newspaper column-y, because that's how the dictionary is. I can't wait to just like maybe put on, if you guys need an inspirational entrepreneurial movie to watch, Self-Made is the story about Madam C.J. Walker, the first female billionaire or something like that. Millionaire. I'm gonna say millionaire because she was from back in the day. I watched it a while ago. But she sold hair care products. And the chick was great. If you need a corny Christmas movie that's entrepreneurial, is this chick has a bakery and she becomes a princess. It's something called like the Princess Switch. The Switch. The Christmas Switch. Something about the word switch. And it's Vanessa Hudgens. She's a baker.
That's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. I'm like, that's a corny Christmas movie, but she's an entrepreneur. I mean, it was corny enough for them to come out with 3 versions. And then the third one, if you make it to the third one, there's 3 Vanessa Hudgens.
Wow.
You're like, what am I watching at this point?
That's crazy.
What am I watching? There's literally 3 Vanessa Hudgens. I don't know who I'm watching anymore. Okay, so basically, I'm at a great stopping point, and I'll show you in a second once I erase some marks here. Ooh, I might do something fun down the middle, like some kind of rifle paper co pattern, since today that's kind of like our little topic. That's just very black and white flower sketching kind of thing, doodling. Because it is a dictionary page, but I mean, come on, I'm not a dictionary. Let's get it straight here. Okay. That looks decent. It's not perfect, but Again, ain't nobody got time for that. Let me erase this side.
I couldn't get my Google Fonts thing to like work right.
What do you mean?
Let me see.
Oh, this is straight.
Yeah, like won't do anything. When I type in my custom phrase, it just doesn't like populate it. Isn't it supposed to populate it?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's weird. But even on Google or fonts.google.com?
Yeah, I'm here. Do you see that?
Yeah. Oh, weird. That's
And I
weird.
click that and it tells me this thing.
What does that say? Monotype?
Yeah.
Scroll or go to the left. Oh, it just says maybe.
Oh, no matches in the open source catalog. Viewing one family from external boundaries. Is that why?
Oh, maybe, yeah. 'Cause maybe that's not a Google font. Or like, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's misleading.
Well, they don't have that many display fonts, I would say, like playful.
Yeah. Fine. I'll find a different one.
You're too creative for it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Obviously, the trend is serif fonts.
Stick with the program.
I'm really working hard this week to close out everything, like any final orders and final projects, because I really want to take a real break. And that's part of why next Monday is our final one.
Yes.
Even though I'll probably be in Florida for that.
Oh, that's right. So what day do you leave?
Final day is TBD, but it's probably gonna be either like the 20th or the 21st.
You guys are driving? Damn. Are you going to stop along the way?
Depends. If we do the 20th, it would be like we start like midday, so probably not. Like we start like at noon. Because we got something in the morning, and we'll get there at midnight. But maybe if we do the 21st, I don't know, because it's like, I guess if it's nature-y things, but we don't want to like see humans.
How many hours is it from where you are?
12.
12?
Yeah, it's a 12-hour freaking drive.
Wow.
Does not sound fun at all. But okay, so something, I don't know if you can see it, and I need to make sure it's straight later on, but something along of like 2021 defined, and then these are the two columns, and I'm just gonna put the word, pronunciation, and then like a one-line definition, which is really the plan, right? Our first step. And that's it, folks.
I love it. I don't have anything to show except a bunch of markers and pens that are waiting to be used.
It's okay. If you're able to
I think I'm going to try. So I realized I have all of these. So I might, like I have a brush one and like whatever. They have, like this one that has like the thicker thing. So I might just use those to do the font.
I was going to say, why don't you just, if it's hard for you to find the font / do the Wordle or word art thing, why don't you just, this is the backside, get a clip art of what you're looking for and trace it or draw the shape, and then you just write the words.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Make your own word cloud.
That's a good idea. Okay.
You could probably even draw the shape because you're good at that.
Yeah, I think I could do that. I guess I just wanted to make it like a checklist thing or like a first step, second step type of thing. So
I know, yeah. That works. Whatever's faster. I'm gonna go with whatever's faster because then I don't want us to give up and not do it.
I know. I agree.
So at least I would try the word cloud just to have like on the computer just to have something, and then if you get more creative, then you get more creative.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm so excited!
I know.
Okay. All right, so next Monday is our final Twitch of the year. We're gonna be doing self-care. So whatever you find as self-care, which I'm gonna be probably doing a mask at some point, and just I know this doesn't sound weird, but like going through my agenda is kind of like relaxing for me.
No, me too. Oh
but
my
like
gosh.
planning fun things, not like.
Yeah.
I just realized we have tickets to something tonight. I was like, wait, didn't I plan something fun before we went to Florida? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot it. I know he doesn't remember this either. So, and yeah, whatever you think of as relaxing, if you want to just draw something.
I love that you forgot. I forget stuff all the time the day of, and Dakota's like, how does that even happen? And I'm like, is it just me?
I used to rag on like appointment reminders, like you have a reservation at whatever, and I'm like, oh my god, I get it. And I'm like, you know what? No, I forget these things. And here he's coming. He's gonna be like, oh yeah,
Opry, right?
yeah, we're going to the Opry today. He's like, well, we actually bought tickets. It's not just like a reservation. So anyway, because I was like, I want to do something Christmassy before we go. Because once we go on this break, I mean, we're just gonna be with his family the entire 10 days.
I know. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then when you get back, it's just gonna be colder.
Yes, but I want it to be cold. I was sad I'm not gonna spend a cold.
Yeah.
I'm like, how am I spending another Christmas in Florida?
I know, that is kind of ironic. When you said Florida, I'm like, wait, what?
But we will be spending New Year's up here. So, unfortunately, his gig got canceled. But, at least we'll be in the cold and hanging out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so come with any relaxing things if you like to draw things, or if you wanted to craft something, or, you're like, I want to get into going to do an acupuncture visit next year. Maybe you take this time to hang out with us and look up things related to that. So whatever it is that's going to take any anxiety off of your plate, come join us next week with our final Twitch, and we'll show you our goal charts. Maybe that'll push you to make one. By next Monday, you need a goal chart.
Oh no, I'm going to make one. I'm going to work on it today. I'm actually excited for it.
Me too. I'm like, okay, I'm glad I got like the title, because then I wouldn't keep going, if I didn't do anything. So,
and I at least want like the headings on each of these pages. At least.
Yeah, no, at least that's why I made the goals last night as well. Like put it in order, because then I was like, then I wouldn't know what I'm writing.
Right.
And we're going to be taking the break to focus on our Twitch, actually, and maybe do some revamping, come up with new episodes, do some branding stuff, some Instagram posts and the Facebook group, and the YouTube. Lots of things for Twitch, actually. But I feel like we have a lot of content now. We just need to organize it.
Yeah. And I gotta save it too. I thought it like deletes it after a week, but I guess it doesn't.
It's 2 weeks.
Oh.
And I actually think they may have, like, I've seen one that was there for like the longest time, and I was like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So, but I think it's definitely 2 weeks, but I feel like some might be there longer. I need to save a couple of them too. But all right, team, we'll see y'all next week. We're Sasha and Kat. Bye. Why does it do that whole thing? Like, I need to exit full screen. Bye.